Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX13F3AM. It's the Tier 6 French SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of the Redshire attack force, the assault team, and it's under the command of 27BAGPUSS. And I saw a rammer, a gun lane drive, and a camo net. Game on! Okay, this is the Arty made from the AMX 13-ton tank, so it's fairly lightweight. I say fairly because it is actually 18.5 tons in weight, so fairly heavy. But no, it's actually fairly light. I am very quick as well, 60 kilometers an hour maximum speed. 155mm howitzer. It's capable of doing 630 alpha, if I remember correctly. Yes, there it is. 39mm a pen, and look at this. BAGPUSS is going, well, that's CDT. Rounds out. Oh, that was a direct hit. I'm not sure he actually hit the CDT. I think he hit somebody behind the CDT, and the CDT only got 24 hit points of splash, but I'm pretty sure he hit somebody else. It looked to me like the shell went behind the CDT, and then he picked up 24 hit points of damage. That definitely wasn't the CDT who got hit. Rounds out. Direct hit on the T71DA, a good one. That's a penetrating shot for 621 hit points, a low roll. Okay, he's lining up his next tank. The standard reload on this Arty is 30.58 seconds. But it appears that BAGPUSS has got it down to 25.73, so he's really rocking it. Rounds out. Oh, and that's another blind hit. A huge blind hit there. It looked to me like it was an AMX, or was it an XM? Somebody got hit there. I think it may have been an AMX that got hit, but he took a... well, it must have been a bad hit. Oh, there's the tank that got hit. We can now see it was the Emil that took the hit. You can see the mark on the side of his... and, of course, that must have been 27BAGPUSS. He just got a hit on the XM57 for 176. But, yes, it must have been the Emil that was hit the first time round. It was the Emil that was hit the second shot, I think, or was that stun assist? Well, certainly, I think the Emil was hit because he's showing a hole, and that mark is actually an HE mark. 27BAGPUSS dialing in on the Tiger 1, but before he can get a shot off, that guy's gone down. Remember, this battle only lasts 10 minutes, and the enemy team are only 2 down at the moment. Now they're 3 down, but we're losing as much. We seem to be doing better on the south spawn. And that VK is now one shot. If he backs up behind the rock, we could possibly splash kill him. Let's see what he can do. He's trying to use that rock for cover. He fires at the other side. And he gets the kill with a blind shot. VK3001D is down. That's now his first kill of the game. Interesting that, because I would have gone behind the rock. He went in front of the rock, but he was the one who got it right. So obviously I bow to his decision. CDT, same one he fired at before, takes a direct hit right in the side. 306 hit points. He's racking up the damage. He doesn't have much stun assist so far. But that's mostly because his teammates haven't got close enough to actually give him some stun assist. But he is doing well. There's that Emil again. Huge chunk of his hit points missing. Rounds out straight away. Landed right next door to him. And the next target, the XM57. Yes, he's a man after my own heart. 27BAGPUSS. He lines up the targets very quickly and knows exactly which one he wants to go for next. And the XM57 has gone down, but he can see the CDT, so he thinks, well, I'll have that one instead. Rounds out. And more hit points, 249 this time. The guy's gone down to a one shot, and he's still stunned. And he's gone. And that was stun assist that time, so he got the communications expert working. They're 4 up on the enemy now, and they're starting to rock. And it's, as I say, it's down to the fact that BAGPUSS, this technique of moving one to the next, keep hustling, keep pumping those shells out. It's going to have an effect in the long run. Rounds out the M2Y, 205 hit points. That one hit the turret, probably knocked out one of his crew members, and he goes down. There's 6 up on the enemy now, and they're pushing the enemy back. They've got 2 tanks inside the castle grounds, but it's probably not going to stop our guys from pushing them out the other side. They've even had a Pershing join them, but yes, he's getting artillery fire going after him. And BAGPUSS gets some stun on him as well. Looking towards the north, we've got a Sture Mill moving between the houses. He's got the stock gun. That's the short stubby one, which makes him a bit like a Dicker Max in many ways, because it's the 105mm gun. The enemy Arty's just been spotted, an M44, he's out the field. We can't go for the Pershing because he's dead, but we can go. Oh no, we can't go for the M44, he's dead. In fact, there's only 3 members of the enemy team still alive, and one of them's the Tiger we're just firing at, and he gets a direct hit. For 258, this is getting really, really fast. We're capping. We're actually capping at the moment with only 3 enemies remaining. Our Churchill 7's probably about to discover the other Arty, which happens to be a Hummel. But the enemy are losing tank after tank. Now they're down to just 2. We fire at the Tiger 2. That one hits the walls. Churchill 7 must be about to find the enemy Arty. There's only 1 enemy left, and we've got a Confederate if we can win right now. There's the Hummel, and he's gone. And that's the end of the game. Well, that battle was so fast and furious. That was an ace tanker game for 27BAGPUSS at Rebrn in the AMX-13 F3AM. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7. And he got a Confederate hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And his win rate for the game, 3,648, which is Super Unicum standard. A decent game and fast as well. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in that game actually went not to his team, but actually to the enemy team. The Tiger 2 managed 2,451 hit points, and so he got the highest damage. Second highest damage was the XM57, who got 2,360. The third highest damage was the MX-5100 with 2,330. And then in 4th place, yes, it's 27BAGPUSS with 2,239. So you can see that there were several players who were all very, very good and all equally punching the enemy and getting a lot of hit points in the process. But it was only BAGPUSS who actually managed to get the Confederate, and the Super Hellcat in our team also got a Confederate. So 2 tanks who are working really hard, and they got the results. When it came to kills, we can see top scorer was in fact the AMX-5100 on our team. He got 4 kills but didn't survive the battle. 3 kills went to the Star 1, 2 kills went to the Skoda T56, the FB304, and the Chopper. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and of course 27BAGPUSS only got 1 kill as well. But there was only 4 tanks on the enemy team who actually managed to get a kill in that game, such they were being assaulted so heavily and so fast that there was very little time for them to do so. When it came to base XP, yes, 27BAGPUSS bagged that one. 1,044 went to him, the highest base XP, the only player to get over 1,000. 956 went to the AMX-5100, and 775 went to that Super Hellcat, just beating the Setter, who got 765, and he got a Confederate and a patrol duty, and the Chopper 733. So a lot of them all together at the same time. The Chopper picked up the Pascucci's medal, so he was the one who actually picked off the Arty in the end. So actually, it wasn't just 2 people with medals. There were quite a few other medals in the game. Let's have a look at detail. He fired only 12 rounds, but they were very well placed rounds, and some of them blind hits. 7 enemy vehicles got direct hits, and one of them penetrated 12 splash. I think we saw one of the penetration shocks. I think it was the 71. Yes, it was. 621 hit points from one penetrating shot whilst he was sitting on top of one of the hills looking down on our guys. And, well, it was the wrong place to be, because once he'd been spotted, he was an easy shot for 27BAGPUSS to bag, so to speak. And yeah, he did get him. And that was it. Now I'm looking down this list, trying to find the one that he blind hit. I'm pretty sure he did hit the Tiger 2 at least once during the game. The CDT we know he hit. I'm wondering which other one it was that he blind hit. I think it was the Emil, after I said during the battle. I think that guy was sporting injuries which didn't seem to match with the shot that he fired in subsequently. So it was either him or it was the Tiger 2 who was actually hit with that blind shot when he fired at the CDT, the first shot he fired. Anyway, let's have a look at the rest of the detail report. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and he got 917 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 41,840 credits profit from the game, and he also picked up 3,132 experience points. They finished it very comfortably, 3 minutes early. So yes, it was a good game. So well done to BAGPUSS, another ace tanker under your belt. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.